There are just a lot of people out there who have tried to twist Gina Carano's words to get her fired from The Mandalorian and to get her out of the Star Wars franchise in general. They've said that she's anti-trans and she's not. They've said that she's a bigot and she's not. They have said things like she is a white supremacist and she definitely isn't. And we've heard that a lot of Lucasfilm employees really don't like her, which is why I wouldn't be surprised if this latest rumor about The Mandalorian is true. It says Jon Favreau rumored to be protecting the Mandalorian actor Gina Carano from being fired. Now again, there are just a lot of people out there who don't like Gina Carano simply because she's opinionated. I think that it is great to see an actor or an actress who is very opinionated, who is honest with how they feel, who doesn't hide how they feel, and that is definitely something that Gina Carano doesn't do. She does not run and hide when people are angry at her over her own opinion. She is very confident in herself, which I think is amazing. So it says a new rumor claims that The Mandalorian executive producer Jon Favreau is protecting actress Gina Carano from others inside of Lucasfilm who want her fired. So it says this new rumor comes from WDW Pro at Pirates and Princesses and follows months of Twitter activists and even Lucasfilm employees trying to get Gina fired. Now, I do want to point out that this is a rumor from Pirates and Princesses because lately there have been a lot of rumors from them regarding Star Wars, yet some of them have sounded pretty questionable and none of them have been confirmed. But like I say with all rumors, please take it with a grain of salt. We never know if these are true or not. So it says Twitter activists claiming to be the Mandalorian fans have been after Carano for months. Back in August 2020, they accused the former Strike Force fighter of racism after she shared an anti-Nazi photo. Following the sharing of this image, numerous individuals targeted Carano, demanding she use the term ACAB or all cops are bastards. Carano wasn't having any of it and called them out, saying, "Dear trolls, make sure you keep checking in from all of those 12 fake accounts that you've got. I'm glad you stopped following me. It's like the trash took itself out." I've actually covered quite a few of these topics in videos. You know, I have defended Gina Carano quite a lot on the channel. I think that she is a really great actress. She's done an amazing job portraying Cara Dune. She's done a great freaking job, and I don't think that people should be attacking her simply because she does have opinions. She's a human. Everyone has their own opinions, and everyone deserves to be able to share them. I do definitely think when you're an actor or an actress, you have to kind of be careful how you word things because sometimes people will take what you say and run with it. Sometimes if an actor or an actress has an opinion and they're really big and they've got lots of people that love them, those people will then go and kind of attack the people with differing opinions in like comment sections, especially on things like social media. They can be positive, they can be negative, but I do definitely think that it's okay for actors and actresses and people in Hollywood to have their own opinions and to voice them. You just kind of have to be careful how you voice them. But it says she would go double down and describe them as not only cowards, but bullies as well. In my experience, screaming at someone that they are a racist when they are indeed not a racist, and any post and or research you do will show those exact facts, then I'm sorry, these people are not educators, they are cowards and bullies. And following this, multiple people began accusing her of racism. People will try their best to cancel others they don't like, actors, actresses, directors they don't like, but a lot of the time they don't succeed, and this is definitely one of those cases where they haven't succeeded, and someone like Gina Carano isn't going to cave into their outrage, their fake Karen outrage. They're putting their Karen caps on saying, "Cancel Gina Carano," and she is sticking up for herself, which is really nice to see. Too many actors and actresses are afraid of angering people and losing jobs and being kicked out of Hollywood and pushed out of the spotlight, but she isn't, because she does believe in what she says, and she's a very just genuine person. It says in September they would try a different tactic and accuse her of transphobia simply because she refused to put pronouns in her Twitter bio. I think that it is disgusting that people are calling her transphobic just because she decided not to put her pronouns in bio. I think that it's social media. What does it matter if you have pronouns in bio or not? If you feel like putting your pronouns in your bio, okay, but if someone else doesn't want to, you shouldn't pressure them into doing that. It says Twitter activists would not be deterred and they would try again to get her fired by trending #fire Gina Carano. There are people out there who really hate Gina and are trying their best to get her canceled, and it's not working, which I'm glad. I don't think that people should be canceled because they have their own opinions. And unfortunately, it's not just Twitter activists either. Actual Lucasfilm employees have tried to cancel her as well. Disney Star Wars' Dumb reported earlier this month that Star Wars designer Paul Harding claimed that Carano shows outright support for bigots, but now a new rumor claims that Carano would have actually been fired from The Mandalorian already if it weren't for Jon Favreau. WDW Pro claims that I'm told the feeling inside of Lucasfilm is generally disdain for Carano as well. He goes on to claim that it is Jon Favreau who is preventing her from being fired, and the problem for all of those who hate Carano based on her worldview and political positions is that Jon Favreau isn't publicly political, and word on the street is he doesn't care one iota for the divisiveness. WDW Pro then claims that Carano would indeed be fired if she wasn't working on The Mandalorian under Favreau, and if Carano was employed in any other part of Lucasfilm, she'd be gone, and she would have been gone long ago. While the Pro does insinuate that Favreau is currently protecting Carano, he does question on whether or not he can continue to do so. We have heard from previous rumors that it does sound like Lucasfilm internally is pretty divided. You have the people creating things like The Mandalorian and Ahsoka and just these great projects, in my opinion. And then you've got people creating things like Star Wars, The High Republic, where everything is diverse and we hate white men. I mean, seriously, no one wants to read stuff like that. At least most people don't want to read stuff like that. And the only reason why I'm personally giving The High Republic a chance is because it's Star Wars. I'm one of those people that will buy basically anything Star Wars and try to give it a chance because it's a franchise that I love. But again, circling back to my point and not getting off a topic with how much I freaking love Star Wars, it does sound like internally Lucasfilm is pretty divided, so it wouldn't be very surprising that there are employees that really love Gina Carano, and then there are employees that could potentially really dislike her. He writes, the question now is whether or not Favreau can protect her. She's an integral part of his series, and firing her would essentially indicate that conservatives can be purged from Hollywood in a step beyond what we've already seen. And then it says, what do you think of this latest rumor? Now, to me, this sounds really believable. I've honestly been pretty surprised that Gina Carano hasn't been fired yet, and I really like her. I'm not saying that she should be fired. I've loved her performance as Cara Dune, but she's very opinionated, and we know that companies don't like super opinionated actors a lot of the time. They don't want to deal with potential backlash on things like social media just because people have their own opinions. At the end of the day, Gina Carano is just human. She's got her opinions, and it's very unfortunate that a lot of people in Hollywood, like directors and producers, won't stick up for their actors and actresses. But then again, Gina Carano doesn't need any defending. She is more than capable of defending herself. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you think that this rumor is true, or do you think that it's just made up? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't enjoy it, please make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.